Hello, welcome to Go Beyond Betty. Today we are going to make Reubens. I love corned beef and cabbage, and if you missed our episode on corned beef and cabbage, you can click up here. But we really just save the corned beef mostly for Reubens. It's something super delicious. So it starts with corned beef. Today we have Tom's pastrami or corned beef. What is the difference, dear?
They're both brined the same way or prepared or corned the same way, but pastrami is smoked the entire time with an extra rub on the outside. And then the corned beef, you can smoke a little bit and then you braise it to finish.
All right, so we have a little bit of both today. And if you want to know how to actually make the corned beef, you can click this episode up here and Tom will take you from the beginning of the brisket, breaking down the brisket, and then brining it, the whole thing. But today we're just going to do kind of what you could probably buy in the store and make our own Reuben. So we're going to keep it very traditional today, even though there's a million different spins on the Reuben, the Rachel, the Shannon, I don't know. I have one that I like as well. We're going to be using a griddle pan. This I think is the easiest. But we need to warm the stuff up first before we kind of toast it, our good rye, with butter. So I do have some sauerkraut here. I'm going to drain it and get most of the moisture out, because if you don't get the moisture out, you don't want a soggy sandwich. So we got to drain that. I made some Thousand Island dressing, but you could easily just buy some at the store. But if you want to know how I made this, the last thing we need is Swiss cheese. I already get it sliced. I'm not slicing cheese here. Let me start by draining this. Let me
I believe in you.
I don't. That's supposed to does it. So I'm just putting some into my spider because it is pretty juicy down below. Don't throw out the juice in the bottom. You're going to want to put the juice back in here. So if I'm not going to use all of it, you want the juice to always be on top of whatever is in there. Otherwise, that part will be hitting the oxygen, and that's what will make it go bad. But just strain it as best you can. You could use a paper towel if you needed to. Meanwhile, get your griddle on. Get your griddle on. Get your griddle. Whether you want to use the corned beef or pastrami, get a nice little layer in your pan. We want it flat. We're just kind of warming this up. So this is only on a 2. I'm going to top it with my cheese just so that eventually melts. And then some of the dried sauerkraut just chilling on the side. We really don't need to cook this. Everything is cooked. We just want things melted and warmed. Meanwhile, over here on our other pan, we need to melt a little bit of butter where our rye toast is going to go. Slap it on. Move it around, absorb. Now if you did extra like I did, one of them's gonna get a flip. It's you. All right. So these are just on super low. We just want them to get lightly toasted and let this melt. Our cheese is melted, everything's warmed up. We're gonna put the sauerkraut on top. Then we're going to transfer this whole thing to our base. Oh yeah. Get all that kraut on there. Top it with a little bit of our Thousand Island dressing. I don't want to put this directly on the other, like smeared in. It is fat based, so it shouldn't make it super soggy, but the least time it's touching bread, the better. Flip your other piece over. Oh, perfectly toasted. Give it a little whack whack. Plate it up. Ooh, yeah. Hot off the presses. Look at that. Not a real Reuben unless you get really filthy dirty. That corned beef is awesome, babe.
Thanks.
So thank you for joining me. Go Beyond Betty, where you are taking this in the kitchen. Make your own Reuben. Who needs to go to a deli? You can do this stuff at home. So thank you for joining me. Go Beyond Betty, where you are taking this in the kitchen. We'll see you next time. Bye. Boo, 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 boo.